the Association for the Physically Disabled of Kenya, or APDK in short, is involved in a wide range of rehabilitation, some of which have to do with enabling children born with a disability to undergo corrective surgeries, healing up, and then later on continuing in school until they become able to participate somewhere in society. They are also into actual physical disability rehabilitation, where we supply mobility aids like crutches, wheelchairs, and also tricycles, which enable people to move about normally. We also provide employment as a rehabilitation process, where people can serve a whole life employment until they retire, and this enables them to earn a salary and to be able to bring up a family.
Is there a direct link between different parts of your organization?
Yes, the parts are interlinked. For example, some of the persons who are disabled, who we supply with wheelchairs in APDK, some of those wheelchairs are also made by us in what we call mobility aid workshop. We would wish to be able to satisfy our customer needs by increasing the volume, by improving on delivery times, and this we need training.
And what would you say to someone interested in donating to APDK?
We will introduce them to our various interventions, various rehabilitative needs, and it's up to them to choose where to go. Some of them may want to support our health programs, some may wish to help our microfinancing programs, some of them may wish to help us even in improving our factory production machinery.
APDK Rehabilitation Clinic started in 1969 as a polio clinic, where children with polio were rehabilitated through surgical interventions. In 1998, the name changed to APDK Rehabilitation Clinic because polio was quite controlled, but disability was still presenting among children. So we changed the name to rehabilitation so that we can encompass all other types of physical disabilities. The typical process of rehabilitation at the clinic begins with the assessment, the identification of a child with disability, and then the assessment by professional therapists. And then from there we present the child to a surgeon, and the surgeon then decides whether to operate or not, or decides on the line of treatment.
We try to rehabilitate or to help the physically disabled or mentally disabled children to fit in the environment. As we continue rehabilitation, we will use some other things we call these calipers. Then we will use this to reinforce the stability of the lower limbs.
The main activities in this orthopedic workshop is basically to assess, make evaluation, and come up with a diagnosis for a prescription for appropriate orthopedic appliances. It would take roughly about, depending on the type of appliance. There are some appliances that will take up to maybe 10 days to make, and others will take roughly about 2 to 3 hours.
Our main purpose is to rehabilitate the children with physical disabilities and to give them life and to live independently just like the normal children. Our main task is to ensure that the limbs which are operated are maintained well in surgery, and then after surgery there is loss of strength and loss of muscle bulk. We have to bring that back, strength and muscle bulk.
What has changed first and foremost is it has changed from polio to other disabilities. Another change is also growth in terms of numbers of children being presented, and that comes about because now the community seems to be more informed on issues of disability, which we have also played a big part in through some of our outreach programs.
What would you say to anyone interested in donating?
I would welcome them to this partnership of offering hope and opportunity for a more meaningful future to a child who is otherwise hopeless. Disability is taking a new shape, and we're trying as much as possible to empower children with disability so that they can grow up into meaningful citizens in this nation.